There's 4 steps that constitute what the Laura Mercier Flawless Face is, and the first thing we're going to look at is primer. We're going to start off by using a £1 coin size primer in my hand. Rub the product together like so, and then massage very gently into the skin, making sure you cover all areas. And this is to ensure that when the makeup is worn, it's going to bond itself to the skin and basically making your makeup look a lot better than what it actually is. Once this product is then on, you move on to your second step, which is foundation. Now, foundation is the key thing in creating the perfect base. What we want to achieve here is skin that looks very clean, looks very fresh, doesn't look heavy with makeup. So the first thing we need to look at is getting the correct colour. And what we do here is to get the skin, have a little look and find 3 possible colours, because one of the colours will match. In this instance, we're going to use tinted moisturiser with SPF 20. What we're going to do is just have a little look at those, blend each one in. Don't blend it in too much, just blend it in so you can see the product. It's looking at the moment that this looks a little bit yellow. This is looking a little bit pink. But if you look at the first one here, it's the only one out of the 3 that we have that pretty much just blends right into the skin. It doesn't look like makeup. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean that off, reapply a small bit of primer, because we have to make sure the skin is being primed everywhere, and then we're going to use that colour, which is nude. We're going to take our product here, and because it's a tinted moisturiser, you can apply this with your fingers, so a little bit is all you need. Just take up a small amount, dot it onto the skin. Most people will not need to use this product or a foundation all over the skin. They may need to just use in the areas that they feel they need it, just to even out the skin. And you will achieve that if you have the right colour, because like this one here, it's blending right into the skin, it doesn't look makeup-y, and it looks quite fresh. Laura always believes seeing your kind of skin come alive in the morning, seeing how the eyes start to pop, how the skin starts to radiate. This should be a joyful, nice time for you in the morning to take 5 or 10 minutes to do your makeup and actually enjoy it, and not for it not to become a chore. So just enjoy doing your makeup, and the more you do it, the quicker you'll become at it. And then, you know, it won't become like a chore to you. You'll really start enjoying doing your makeup. When you're doing the forehead, start here like what I've done, press it out, then down, and then any remaining product, push up into the hairline. Once you've completed that, you can just warm your hands. And what I'm going to do now is actually warm them up and put them around the jawline to melt any foundation or tinted moisturiser that may have settled there during the application. This will ensure a perfectly polished finish. Okay. The next step is the concealer. This product is quite a heavy duty product, so what I'm going to talk about now is basically a guideline on how much you should use. You use your Secret Camouflage brush and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You then turn the brush over. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you then do is you mix the brush on your hand. Use your hand like a palette to get the desired consistency. The reason why we do this is because it's an oil-free product and it covers a multitude of sins. This is really, really important, is to take off the excess. Because if the excess is left on the brush, what will happen is you'll put that straight onto the skin, it's going to look heavy, it's not going to constitute what the flawless face is. So now I'm going to use what's on my hand, pick up the product with the brush very, very lightly, and just to prevent my hand from sliding onto the skin, put your powder puff on, and then just look and see where you need to use this product. This is not to be used around the eye area, it's mainly for blemishes, scarring, that kind of thing as well. Then just look at the skin, see where you may need to use it. A little tiny amount is all we need around here. You can just tap it in very, very gently with your ring finger like so. Saffron has a little bit of darkness coming through there. So the next product that I'm going to use in this step is an accessory to the flawless face, and that's called a Secret Brightener. This product here, you have to understand, it is not a concealer. What it is, it's a brightener. This will counteract any darkness, and as you can see, it's got light reflective pigments in it. What this product is going to do, it's going to add brightness, eliminate any signs of pink or blue around the eye area. You pick the product up with a clean Secret Camouflage brush. This has got a little bit of a micronized pearl in it, so just be very careful about how much you actually use. So just look straight up and then just be very specific. Take it right up to the lash line. And there's no need to touch this with your finger because it's a very sheer product. And I think if you touch this, a lot of it is going to come off. So you can kind of see there already that I haven't actually used any type of secret concealer for around the eye area, just this secret brightener. And I think if you look there, you'll see a little bit of brightness already added underneath Saffron's eye. This here is a product for underneath the eye area and it's called a secret concealer, specifically for around the eye area. This is not to be used on any blemishes because it is quite creamy. The texture is a lot different. So again, there's a lot of pigment in these products, so don't pick up too much. A little bit does go a long way. Take off the excess and then apply to the area underneath the eye and be very specific where you apply it. There's no need to apply this everywhere. So we're just going to go over where Saffron needs it. If I was to use this all over the eye area, on some people it may start to look a little bit heavy depending on the type of skin that they have. So once that's on like that, you get your ring finger and then very gently just press it into the skin so it's becoming part of the skin, so it doesn't actually look like you're wearing it. You want people to think that you wake up looking this good every morning. That's why these products work so well. The last step in completing the flawless face is take a translucent powder or a pressed powder, whichever one that you prefer to use. Give the product a little shake. This is a loose powder. Make sure the sifter in the box is open. This will ensure the product will come out onto the lid like so. Now, one thing that we do at Laura Mercier is apply this with a powder puff and not with a brush. The reason being is this will actually press the product right into the skin. So what you do is take your powder puff like you're cleaning the lid. And you wouldn't believe that like this little amount is actually going to cover Saffron's skin, but a little bit goes a long way. So what we do then is turn the product in on itself like so on the powder puff, work it together. Turn the product back out so it's actually inside of the powder puff. And then your next step then is to very gently press and roll. So press and roll all over the skin like so. So as you can see, we've completed the flawless face. If you look at Saffron's skin, it looks polished, it looks clean, it looks healthy. It just looks immaculate. And I mean, this is what we want to achieve when we follow the 4 steps to the Laura Mercier flawless face.